Hi, this is the second little video that I've thought I'd do for the Star Trek Online series of Hero Collector models. This is the second one that's come to me. This is the USS CHIMERA NCC 97400. I'll just do the same as I did in the last video and just give you a quick look around the box. It's quite nice. I quite like these boxes compared to the other ones because they do show you a lot of the content, and I think the artwork is a hell of a lot better than the standard Star Trek Hero Collector ship models. I mean, I like the basic blue, but I do like this box art. It looks quite nice. Look at the back. Pictures of the model, pictures of the front cover of the magazine. The magazine's the same size as the box, basically. It's the same as some of the Star Trek Discovery models. They have the smaller magazine as well. And there's the ships on the back. Small difference here being that it shows the CHIMERA Vanguard carrier, which is interesting boat. Hero Collector bit. Something that I neglected to show in the last video is this corner art piece, which is, I think, is quite nice, showing all the various ships, the Europa there, and the I'm not entirely sure which one that one is. That's the Pathfinder. That looks quite nice. And then the Buran above it, which again is another lovely looking ship. So yeah, that's the box. Let's show you the CHIMERA. There's the ship and its stand. I quite like these Star Trek model ships that Hero Collector have done. They always do the slightly raked positioning on the stand. You can see the angle that the arms go up to hold it up. It's quite nice. It just gives you that slightly more dynamic view of it. So the CHIMERA, that great, it's a slightly strange boat, this one, because of the super fat belly underneath it, and it's, I don't know, I mean, it kind of looks a bit like the Excelsior, the prototype that was released with the second prototype model with the really hanging lower body to it. This is, it is an odd looking, it's an odd looking ship, and I like it. I mean, I'm a fan of Trek ships being slightly different, and this one definitely comes into the different category. It's got the nice black and grey. The accents make it stand out quite nicely. I like the dark grey into the light grey, and these black rings and accents, and the nice curvy. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's an odd one. It's one that if you've never seen it before in the flesh, I mean, the profile from above is lovely. And there's just this kind of gaping maw in the underside where the deflector dish is this huge, great cavernous space. I mean, they filled it with this shiny blue polycarb in there again. That's quite nice. I like that. I think that it looks like it just needs something else to it, rather than just a plain sheet of shiny blue plastic. The engines are nice. Blue polycarb inserts here. There's blue polycarb on the inside, the clear blue plastic on the inside of the nacelle too. You can just see it glinting there a little bit on the top of this. There you go. That's quite nice. And then you've got red inserts for the Bizarre collectors. So a quick look at the front. That's nice. I like that. That's definitely new Trek. The pennants and the identification marks, I mean, that's sharp. Tiny little decals, and that's very sharp. NCC 97400, USS CHIMERA, the engines, escape pods, sorry, they're quite nice. Small red accents around the bridge there, tiny little windows. Now, the moulding is there, as you can just about make out. There is moulding there, and the windows have missed again. Again, I don't really care about that because I can't see it when it's on a shelf, but I guess some people find that just intolerable. It really is incredibly detailed. Panel lines, I mean, from what I understand of the lore about this ship, the saucer section can change shape, so I'm guessing that's what these breaks in the side of the saucer section are for. That's quite nice. Shuttle bay at the back here, it's got the lines on it. And that's one of the things that I quite like about the later ships compared to the earlier ships that Eaglemoss and Hero Collective released. The USS Titan, for example, had a great gaping shuttle bay, but it didn't have any of these little nice pieces of decal in there to signify the landing grids, which is a real shame. But this one's got it, and it's lovely. Pennants are crisp on the top of each of the nacelles. You can see the designation. You can even just about, I mean, that's proper tiny. But it is there. USS CHIMERA. I quite like the sort of fading work that they've done on the, I'm guessing of the impulse engine upper sections there. They look very nice. Loads and loads of little panel details and these pieces along the side between the nacelles, the pylons. See, now that's kind of weird. Are they supposed to be impulse engines, or are they supposed to be the impulse engines? That's okay. Don't really know. That's quite nice under there. Again, loads of detail on this thing, all the way through to the front. Identification. Yeah. So like I said, I'm a big fan of that ship. That's lovely. This bit's metal, this bit's plastic. Well, that's metal as well. So these pieces here are metal, plastic, plastic. So the main body of the ship is quite nice. It's good. It's metal. It's the die cast part, and then obviously these lower sections. Oh, look at that! All the windows and the pennants that are there. Now they don't seem to be moulded in, which is, I mean, that's quite nice, because if they just print the windows on without any defining details that can be missed, I think that looks a hell of a lot better than having the windows moulded into the hull to miss them, like they are here on the top. That is a lovely looking ship. Slightly odd with the big belly on it, but I like it. I like that a lot. Yeah. So as I've done with the other video, I'll include a link to the Hero Collector website if you want to add it to your collection. Fits there. That's nice. Yeah. It's a nice looking boat, that one. So yeah, that's the Star Trek Online USS CHIMERA. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.